Hello students. Now today we discuss about our new chapter, that is chapter number 4, molecular basis of inheritance. Then what is inheritance? Inheritance means in Marathi we call it as वारसा. आपण जसं म्हणतो वारसा आजोबाकडनं जी प्रॉपर्टी येते ती वडिलांकडनं मुलाकडे. तशाच पद्धतीचा जेनेटिकल वारसा जो आहे तो काय असतो, तर तो जो आहे एका जनरेशन मध्ये हेअर कलर आहे, स्किन कलर आहे, आय कलर आहे, हे सगळे कॅरेक्टर्स ट्रान्सफर होतात एका जनरेशन टू दुसऱ्या जनरेशन मध्ये, राईट. तर त्याला रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॅक्टर कोण आहे? टू कॅरेक्टर फ्रॉम वन जनरेशन टू ट्रान्सफर कॅरेक्टर्स फ्रॉम वन जनरेशन टू नेक्स्ट जनरेशन. दॅट अ रिस्पॉन्सिबल पर्सन इज हियर इज DNA. Then where DNA found, where DNA is observed, DNA is observed in a cell. A cell. If this is cell having its own nucleus, this nucleus containing chromatin network, inside this chromatin network we found there is a DNA. This DNA is double stranded. Double stranded means or double helical like this. This is first, this is second. This twist found, that's why we call it this DNA as a double helical structure. This double helical structure, on this double helical structure we found these loci. What are these loci? Or gene, or we call it as factors. That factors, on this loci we found certain kinds of factors. That what is that factor? That is characters transporting unit, or here we found certain characters are present here and here also. Which are those? I've already told you, that is eye color, skin color, or any kind of disease which is related to the genetics or genetic information. This is also transferred from one generation to another generation, right? This is a DNA. This nucleus, first we call it as a cell. This cell we call it as this is a basic unit of life. What is cell? Anyone want to ask about the cell? What is cell? The cell is a basic fundamental unit of life. Okay. Then what that cell do? That cell do or transfer characters from one generation to generation, and who is responsible for that? DNA, which is present inside the nucleus. And what nucleus do here inside the cell? This nucleus govern all cell activities of the cell. Cell activities to produce or photosynthesis. Then when that cell is present in our plant cell, there is a synthesis of protein synthesis, synthesis in photosynthesis. The various kinds of cells are present inside this cytoplasm. This is the very important factor present inside the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, we found the cytoplasm, and inside the cytoplasm, we found cell organelles. And what are the cell organelles? Cell organelles: endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, lysosome, all and many more are present inside the cytoplasm. What they perform various kinds of function. What we call it as a systematically they do their own work. For what? For the cell activity. Okay. Then a cell, we know about the DNA. Then this DNA, first question is, what is nucleic acid? That acid is present inside the nucleus. That's why we told it as a, or we call it as a nucleic acid. And that nucleic acid contains DNA. Then what are the types of nucleic acid? The types of nucleic acid is, first one is DNA. And second is RNA. DNA we call it as a deoxyribonucleic acid. And second type is ribonucleic acid. These are the two types of the nucleic acid. Right? What is the difference between DNA in prokaryotes and eukaryotes? Then first thing, you understand that what is meant by prokaryotes and what is meant by eukaryotes. This structure is, we can call it as a eukaryote. Eukaryote means, means true. Karyon means nucleus. U means true, karyon means nucleus. True nucleus. All those multicellular organelles or unicellular organelles, they show in center, they show a nucleus. Inside their cell, we found a nucleus. And inside the nucleus, there is a presence of chromatic network, right? That is a true cell, or that is called a eukaryotic cell, right? Understand it? Then pro means primitive form of nucleus. Primitive form. And what is primitive form? Primitive form is that there is an absence of nucleus, and there is a absence of this chromatic network also. Then you can say, sir, how that cells are working their their cell activity. That cell done their cell activity with this DNA in the form of like this, or open in the cytoplasm. ठीक है? This about the what is the difference between DNA in prokaryote in eukaryote. Inside the eukaryote we found a double helical structure. In prokaryote there is a single stranded structure. They may be like this or they may be like this. Okay, this is all about the nucleic acid, their functions. Functions of nucleic acid. Function of nucleic acid is the transfer of genetic material from one generation to next generation. Transfer of genetic information from one generation to next generation. For example, the characters. Which are those? Hair color, eye color, skin color. These characters transfer from his father to son. Although we can told or call it as from grandfather to his grandson. These characters from transfer from generation to generation. Right? This is about the function of nucleic acid. Then a difference I have already told you, that is this is a double helical structure. DNA is double helical structure and RNA is single stranded structure. And DNA perform DNA transfer character from generation to generation. And what does the RNA do there? RNA perform a very major role for protein synthesis. Why protein synthesis? Protein synthesis is required for the cell activity. These cells need certain kinds of energy for doing the activities, and that energy is synthesized by this RNA, right? These the two are the functions of this nucleic acid. Then our next point is the discovery of DNA. The discovery of DNA. Where DNA is found first? Where we know about the DNA. Then, firstly, DNA evolved from the discovery of nucleic acid to double helix model. But this is only statement. But for that, a scientist need to perform various types or various kind of experiments to know this double helical structure or this nucleic acid. In 1869, Dr. Friedrich Miescher was a scientist. He was doctor and scientist also. He doing work on white blood cells. You people already know inside the human body we found RBC, WBC, platelets, right? But this Friedrich Miescher work on white blood cells. What do you do to study about the DNA and the deoxyribonucleic acid, all those things? For that, he done one kind of experiment, and this experiment was done inside the hospital. From here we take pus cells, which is a major component which is found from this WBC pus cell, The person, injured person, having they carry a dead cell, then convert into a pus cell. This Friedrich Miescher, he collect that sample, pus samples from that local hospitals, from the injured patients. They're having the bandages, that all bandages having pus cells, that bandages he collect from that local hospital. And what he do, all that bandages he put in a jar, glass jar, right, like this. He put all bandages, like all these bandages having the pus cells inside the salt solution, simple salt solution, like this, and he leave it for certain time, and after that he move all that bandages, and we found a precipitation. We found a precipitation, white precipitation found inside that glass jar. Then he poured a weak alkaline solution. He poured weak alkaline solution inside this white PPT. Okay. After that, what he found? He found a certain kinds of cells. They are present. They are settled down to his glass jar, and these settled down structures, he called it as a nuclei. He called it as a nuclei. He removed this all these weak solutions, salt solution, and then he found his nuclei is settled down this inside the glass jar. Then after the analysis, he found certain kinds of acidic solution, or certain kind of acidic solution inside this nuclei. I think that is a phosphorus group, or phosphoratic group is present there. He observed that. That's why the acidic, due to that acidic nature, he called this nuclei as a nucleic acid. What do you call? Nucleic acid. Then he knows about that nucleic acid and this double helicals. In 90s, he another scientist also done very nice work on that this nuclei and nucleic acid, and inside the nucleic acid they found a double helical structure, and that double helical structure is furtherly known as a DNA. Like this, the discovery of DNA is observed by this Friedrich and Miescher. Okay, this is all about today's lecture. Then in next lecture we discuss about the genetic material is DNA. Okay, thank you.